I'm Alane with Cooking with My Friends, and today I'm with my wonderful friend Kent, owner of the Blue Pig in Cookeville. But today we're not in Cookeville, we're in Whitleyville, Tennessee, at your parents' estate.
Yes.
And it's beautiful.
Yes. When you said you want to do this, we can do it in the kitchen at the restaurant. I was like, it's not as inviting. It's chaos. But this is beautiful, and this is
This is a lot better.
It's a great backyard. So here we are in Whitleyville, Tennessee.
Yeah, and I'm going to be cooking the Southwest BurgerFit Burger. And what are you going to be cooking?
I am going to be cooking a complimentary sweet potato dish with a sunflower honey butter. But instead of butter, we're going to use olive oil. A little bit healthier to complement your dish. So it's going to be a nice sweet with a spice.
I know, I love it because I put a little jalapeno in the Southwest burger. Give it a little kick.
I can't wait.
Do you like spice?
I love spice. Of course, I'm a barbecue guy, so I love spice.
All right.
And I love sweet. So this is going to be a great, exciting episode.
I'm excited for the end of this when we get to eat.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so show us what you're going to do.
So we're going to start with sweet potatoes. Right now I have a couple of sweet potatoes, and what we want to do is we want to dice them. Of course, have a good knife. I have a hard time finding good knives in the.
A chef having a hard time finding good knives.
This is not so much of a good chef's knife, but I'm just trying to.
It's because we're not doing it in your kitchen.
Yeah, it's right. It's just so I'm gonna cube these up, and for the time being of the essence, I'm sure with the YouTube family out there, it's summertime. We want to learn, but we also want to have fun in the summer sun, right?
That's right.
So I'm just going to dice up some sweet potatoes here, and we're just going to drizzle some olive oil.
And we'll put some measurements on YouTube for us, so on the description. So is this a dish that you just made up or were inspired by something?
Just inspired, of course, being in the restaurant business, you look at recipes and you talk to friends. Of course, we'll get on about my story later.
Or right now.
It's just, we had known each other a few years now.
A few years, yeah.
Where I got my start is I've always loved food. I've never been a chef or a culinary trained, but I've loved food, and then traveling around the world, just kind of meeting other chefs and other people who love cooking.
I didn't know you weren't classically trained.
No, and I was always a picky eater.
This is new information.
I don't know. Wow. I don't want to say I'm naturally talented.
You're naturally talented. No, this guy makes the most incredible food I've ever eaten, and I'm begging him to bring some of his old dishes back in because I have not forgotten. I mean, how long has it been since you had Bite of the Bend?
Oh goodness, that was in late 2013 when I opened, so it was 2014, 2015, so it's about 4 years.
Yeah, and I'm still thinking about your Moroccan chicken and all of you had a grits and shrimp dish too that you had that was delicious. Anyway, about your sweet potatoes.
My sweet potatoes, back to sweet potatoes. Well, this part is easy. We're just going to dice up the sweet potatoes, salt.
Okay.
I'm just going to add a little cracked pepper. And we're just going to bake these, 375, 400 for about 20, 30 minutes until they're tender.
Okay.
Roasted. So
that's easy.
Yeah, we'll start there, and then we're going to finish this with a sunflower honey dressing.
All right, well, then I'll get started on my burgers.
Yes, I'm excited about this.
So I came up with the BurgerFit burger idea actually several years ago, and if you watch my other videos, you'll hear me talk about that story. But so for the Southwest burger, it's a pound of ground meat that I start with, a teaspoon of salt. I like to do the salt and the ground beef together before I add everything else because I feel like it seasons the meat better. And, you didn't know this, but I was a vegan and vegetarian for a long time. And what does every restaurant menu have for a vegan vegetarian dish?
Very little.
Very little, but a black bean burger.
But black bean burgers, you're right. And that's a great taste to go.
So when I was coming up with my recipes, I was like, I'm going to just blend the two together. And I love black beans and I love spice. So I have here about a tablespoon of paprika, a tablespoon of chili powder. I'm going to sprinkle that in there, put all that yummy spice in there. And then I have kale here that I cooked down already, and it's just real chunky. I'll show you how I chop it. Do you leave the vein of the kale on when you cook kale? I
don't. I like to use mainly the leaves.
I do too. I just feel like it's so tough, no matter.
Well, it is. And kale, you got the balance of the bitterness and all that. But,
yeah. So I like to cut the stem off, just that easy. And then for a BurgerFit burger, you're going to throw it in the food processor anyway, so you don't need to worry about trying to chop it fine. You know, time, nobody has time. So you just want to chop it real rough like this, throw it in the skillet with a little bit of olive oil or coconut oil, lard, whatever fat you cook with, saute it down, and then this is what you want it to look like. So here I've just got the kale cooked down, and I also went ahead and chopped up some jalapeno and cooked it down with it. So I'm going to just move this out the way. I'll move this one too. And, you know, it really doesn't matter how you cut your jalapeno, just like the kale, because it's going to go in the food processor too. So
you want to leave some of the seeds into the jalapeno?
I like to, yes, because I like the spice.
And of course, I'm a little different. I like the spice as well, but you know, at the restaurant, I take I de-seed a lot of the time because I like the flavor, especially with the shrimp and grits.
Yeah, you don't want to overpower.
You don't, but you love that. But with this dish, obviously, you want to spice it up a notch.
And you have so many ingredients in this dish that it can get overpowered really easily. I mean, with the black beans and the beef, so you can be a little bit more generous with everything. Now, I use the other end too in my mixture, so it didn't have as many seeds in it. This is completely optional. You know, if you don't like the spice and you don't like a lot of heat in your food, then don't put it.
Well, and here's a good point too, and I didn't realize this with my old girlfriends at the time. Where the seeds are, the inner part, and I don't know what you call it, but it has a lot of nutritional benefits for your veins. So it's actually very good for you, for the cardiovascular veins or something, for the structure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's actually really good for you.
So I've got here my beef mixture, and I've got, I threw the kale and jalapeno into the food processor, and it just gives a really nice, you know, you want it smaller. Yep. People always ask me, you know, can people see the vegetables? A little bit, yes. So if you need to hide them from your kid or your grown-up kid, then go ahead and put it in the bun, put it in a taco. Hide it however you need to. So throw that in there, and I'm going to throw some beans in here. I prefer to mash the beans with my hands because I feel like it gets just too mushy otherwise. You do what you feel like. If you want to throw in the food processor, do it. So this was a can of black beans in here, and every meat's a little bit different on how many black beans that you can fit, but it also comes down to preference. If you don't want a lot of black beans and you want more beef, then don't put the whole can. I like
beans
black
are good
beans,
for you.
whatever.
Yep.
You do add about a teaspoon or so of salt, and just mix everything together, and then we're going to throw this onto the stove. I'm going to cook it in the skillet.
Wonderful.
Do you want to show us how to make the honey? What do you call it? A honey dressing?
The sunflower honey butter dressing. This is what we're going to do now. So, you're going to be over there cooking. I'm going to show everyone how to prepare the sunflower dressing. What I have here is about equal parts of olive oil and sunflower seeds, about equal parts of lemon juice and honey. So what we're going to do, we have a food processor over here. I'm just going to add these ingredients. And we'll say, I guess we're going to put the ingredients on the...
yeah, we'll put the ingredients in the list.
Basically, right now I have about a half cup each of olive oil. I'm using extra virgin olive oil. So a half cup each. And then a little lemon juice. About a couple tablespoons. And a spatula. Where is it? It's been a while. I think I haven't cooked here in a while. And I don't. Because at the restaurant you get so busy cooking. We're going to have a couple tablespoons of honey.
What made you actually want to open a restaurant?
I moved to South Africa for graduate school, and then from there I did humanitarian aid work throughout Africa, Asia, and did a lot of traveling around the world, the Middle East, the South Pacific. So when you travel so much and you eat so much, you get inspiration and you see all these different little mom and pop restaurants, and eventually you just you save a little money and you invest a little bit and do crazy things, and it's fun, a fun adventure.
You opened a huge mom and pop restaurant.
Well, that's why I loved it when we first met at Bite of the Bend. It was cute and quaint. I only had 30, 40 seats.
Yeah.
You know, I could do this and express and have fun, but now I've opened a much bigger place. Beautiful place here in Cookville.
It is really beautiful.
It is, but the challenge is, you know, I can't do all the cooking now. I'm having to train others, and I have to do more
you go on a
management
Friday
stuff.
night and it's a 45-hour wait to get in. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, so it can be quite busy, and then, you know, we do several hundred people on the night, and it's just, so I can't do all the cooking. I smoke all the meats, and I train my staff, and so it's not just me in the kitchen. I have, like, goodness, I have 25 staff now.
Oh my gosh.
It's a busy operation. It's fun.
That's
it's
incredible.
Good food.
Did you ever blend your
You know,
stuff?
I need to blend this guy. I put the stuff in there. It's right there. We're just going to let it sit.
I know.
But
Just
really,
sit here and chat. So you threw everything in there. You're going to turn on the food processor.
So, all right, she's looking good. We still got to add cilantro.
Ooh,
Can't forget cilantro. I want to save some of it as a garnishment.
Okay.
So it's ready. Check your burgers, because this is about beautiful.
Yeah, this is looking awesome. So when I do my BurgerFit burgers, they usually cook between 5 and 6 burgers out of a pound of meat. And it really depends on how many vegetables you can fit. So this time I have about 6 burgers. And usually the black bean burger or my Ethiopian lentil burger cooks about 6 because it's such a, you know, sticky vegetable.
I would love to try the Ethiopian lentil burgers.
I will cook it for you because I've decided we have to spend more time together.
Yes, Ethiopian food is one of my Ethiopian food. Yeah.
That one's a fun burger. I just did an episode in Tucson, Arizona.
Really?
Hi, I'm Alane with Cooking with My Friends, and today we are in beautiful Tucson, Arizona with my friend Jamie Zabala.
Hello.
Today I'm going to be cooking the Ethiopian BurgerFit Burger. And
that sounds wonderful.
I'll make it for you since you cook for me. I mean, I go to your restaurant, so.
So I'll just step back one afternoon.
Yeah, I'll cook for you. It'll be
I go out and sit out there and have a drink.
Yeah.
That's what I do. So how the burgers coming along good?
Yes, I still have just a couple minutes. I just flipped them, so you don't have anything else to do?
No,
Okay,
I think I'm just going to wait for the garnishment. That's
okay. So we can just hang out for a few minutes. How's it going? We're awesome.
We're doing all right.
Now that I know you're not a chef, because on the way here, I'm going, he never refers himself as Chef Kent. But chefs do that.
I call myself a pit master.
That's what you want to be?
Just love food and love spices. So I'm just like, you know, but that's why I like this new concept, the Blue Pig. It's more casual, more fun and relaxing.
You know what? I think there's an opportunity here for a second restaurant that's smaller.
Yeah, that'll be a few years from now. We'll see about that.
So I'm going to get the burgers out of here. And
those look great.
Oh my God, don't they? They look fabulous. So I'll put a couple of them on here.
Let me get some of the sweet potatoes on.
So you plate it and then you just do a little drizzle action? Is that what happens?
Oh, these are looking good. Everything's looking good.
It is. And unfortunately, our viewers don't get to do the taste test until they make it,
they're going to have to wait until they make it. But luckily, this is a short episode. This is easy to make.
Oh, God, I love sweet potatoes.
Oh, I'm just making a mess right here. Yes, this is going to be, really, honestly, this is going to be beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Boy.
Wow.
I kind of think that needs a little feta cheese or something. But yes, this is just...
You know what? Great. We can try that. We're going to evolve your recipe after that.
That's going to be great.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kent.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much. It was so much fun cooking with you, Kent.
Same here.
You can follow us on YouTube at Cooking with My Friends. Just hit subscribe. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Cooking with My Friends Official, or just me personally at _Hurricane Alane. And how can people find you?
The bluepigcookville.com. And then we have a Facebook page, Blue Pig Cookville, Tennessee. And then we have an Instagram page, Blue Pig Cookville. So very easy.
No Tennessee on the
No
Instagram?
Tennessee on there, but yeah, bluepigcookville.com.
So awesome.
Very easy. I don't have a personal page. I'm too shy.
I like consistency.
Right, Blue Pig Cookville.
Yeah.
Easy. Boom, boom.